Walk away before you get hurt, the colonel snarled, his voice echoing across the sunlit tarmac like a warning shot. The woman in front of him didn't flinch. She simply stood there, calm and unbothered, sipping from her coffee cup like she had all the time in the world. Around them, 24 soldiers stood in formation, watching the confrontation unfold with awkward glances and nervous shuffles. Some smirked. Others looked away. None dared interrupt. Colonel Rourke, a man known for barking louder than he led, circled the woman with a swagger that reeked of ego. "You lost, sweetheart? This is restricted ground, military personnel only." His smirk deepened as he looked her up and down, dismissing her on sight. "Unless you're here to drop off coffee, I suggest you turn around before someone escorts you out." She didn't answer, just stood there, composed, letting the silence stretch. "I said, who gave you permission to be here?" He barked again, this time louder. "This is a U.S. Army base. We don't exactly roll out the welcome mat for civilians playing dress-up." Still, she didn't react. She just looked at him, really looked at him, like she was waiting for him to finish making a fool of himself. The soldiers behind Rourke shifted uncomfortably. A few exchanged glances. Something didn't feel right. She didn't look like someone who wandered in by accident. She looked like someone who belonged. But Rourke didn't notice, or didn't care. "You got 5 seconds to explain yourself," he continued, stepping even closer. "Or I'll have you escorted off this base in cuffs. Maybe then you'll learn some respect." She blinked slowly, then placed her coffee down on the concrete with deliberate calm. From inside her jacket, she pulled out a small leather ID case and flipped it open. Dead, heavy silence. Rourke leaned in. His eyes narrowed, then widened. 2 silver stars gleamed from the badge. Lieutenant General, 3 ranks above him. The woman in front of him outranked everyone on this base. A ripple of shock spread through the unit like a sonic boom. "My name is Lieutenant General Ava Hart," she said, her voice sharp and clear now. "Department of Defense Liaison. I'm here for a surprise evaluation of base leadership. And congratulations, Colonel Rourke. You've just failed before we even began." Rourke's mouth opened, then closed. The color drained from his face. I didn't realize." "That much is obvious," she cut in, steel under every syllable. "You didn't ask for ID. You didn't follow protocol. You mocked me, threatened me, in front of your entire command. Do you think this is how leadership behaves?" Behind him, soldiers stood like statues. No one dared move. No one dared breathe. Ava stepped forward, eyes still locked on his. "Let me tell you something about what it takes to wear these stars. I started in supply logistics, in a unit nobody cared about. I scrubbed floors, carried ammo crates, got passed over, underestimated, laughed at. Men like you made jokes behind my back, said I didn't have what it took, said I'd never make it past captain." She turned slightly, addressing the soldiers now. Her voice softened, but carried even more weight. "But I kept going, not for the glory, not for the rank, but because I believed in service. I earned every stripe, every scar, every damn sleepless night wondering if I made the right call that cost someone their life." Her eyes landed on a young private, a woman standing in the back, rigid and wide-eyed. "I know what it's like to be doubted, but I also know what it's like to rise anyway." The air shifted. The soldiers were no longer just watching, they were listening. "And unlike your colonel," Ava continued, turning back to Rourke, "I never had to shout to be heard. Because real authority doesn't scream, it leads." Rourke looked like he wanted the earth to swallow him whole. "Effective immediately, you are relieved of duty, Colonel," she said firmly, "pending a full review of your conduct." He tried to speak, but no sound came out. He gave a stiff nod and stepped back, shame written in every line of his face. For a moment, no one moved. Then, slowly, one soldier clapped, then another. Then the entire unit broke into applause. Not because they were ordered to, but because they had just witnessed something unforgettable. A masterclass in quiet strength and earned power. Ava picked up her coffee again, took a calm sip, and looked over the group. "Now, let's get to work. I've got questions, and I expect straight answers." And just like that, the woman who had been mocked, doubted, and underestimated took command. Not with noise, but with presence. Not with rank, but with respect. You matter here, so tell us, where are you watching from, and what touched your heart the most? Your comment might inspire someone else today. Hit like, drop your comment, share the love, and subscribe.